was Kimimaru, Widlar, and like I think one more that I'm forgetting. But they've had like a few, so I wouldn't be surprised if he has like some Yoshi experience of like having to fight it. And then also this is a Sheik that, or a matchup that she can play kind of intuitively, as long as she doesn't approach too much. Like her wall is pretty effective against Yoshi, but if you try to go in, then it kind of becomes really hard. So
Yeah. All right, so we're into it. Also kind of funny, the prediction sort of showing out that same thing, that this is sort of the first match of the day. Really actually very hard to call.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it ends up going.
Yeah, I don't think I'm willing to put 27k on either one of these players right now.
Baby.
Baby. Ooh, the down smash sending out. It's almost a kill at 30, right? And then up tilt's going to be a great setup. He unfortunately drops the combo, but it is a great setup for just a bunch of damage on Sheik once she recovers on. Oh, hits Yoshi's shield on a platform, always terrifying. Yoshi literally does not experience shield stun, can shield drop frame 1, so...
What a ridiculous character. So we're seeing so far, n3z seems to be putting a lot of emphasis on double jump super armoring through the wall. But so far, CrossFitJesus, I think it's just like a drift thing where he's drifting back a lot, and so he's not actually getting punished all that much. There you see n3z finds the nair.
Yeah, so n3z can kind of like try to brute force his way through the wall, or he wants to approach from platforms. It's kind of like the angles of attack that he gets from the top platform, especially where he kind of like goes back towards center, can be really good. It can be scary though, because you have to use your double jump to do those angles of attack a lot of times. So Yoshi will like fall with a double jump nair, and then if Sheik trades with it, Yoshi has no jump. So you can sometimes just have silly stocks where like Yoshi looks like they just like die at 30%, you know? And you're like, well, you just have to air dodge back? That sucks, you know? A little bit
Speaking
of,
a oh my god. Oh, and he finds the down smash, catching CrossFitJesus trying to play out a shield.
Yep.
Yeah, you can definitely see n3z putting a lot of focus on getting to that top platform to sort of open up aggression.
Yeah, that's kind of like Yoshi's movement horizontally is actually pretty bad. Like Yoshi has a bad dash dance. Most notably, really bad options out of the dash dance. Like, what are you going to dash stack? He doesn't even have like dash dance grab because Yoshi's grab sucks so much. So Yoshi kind of has to move up and down constantly in order to like keep moving. Even on the ground, Yoshi can do things like short hop, double jump nair, like towards him and stuff. But even that is a little bit vertical, you know?
Right. Yeah, and actually one of the reasons why I'm a little bit surprised that Fountain is the first stage here, I feel like the loss of the side platforms some of the time can kind of hinder Yoshi's tricky movement, right? Because he likes to do the like wavelands on side plat and stuff. Yeah. Or drop through like you saw there. So
yeah, he seems to be working around that just by like when there's no side plat, I just use the top plat. And when the side plat is gone, he can go from the top plat all the way to the corner with a waveland off like nair or something. So, yep, really good waveland grab. So
yeah, catching the shield drop, n3z definitely like using that pretty much every time he gets challenged on the top plat.
Ooh, good call out there. So CrossFitJesus has found a couple places where he can find a grab. So he found a waveline grab on the top platform, and he found a dash dance grab on one of these shield drop approaches. But you can't get too antsy. It's so easy to be like, well, I've seen him do it 3 times. I'm going to call out the timing and up air him. You hit Yoshi's shield 1 time, and you're like, oh yeah, this character is broken in shield on the platform.
All right, so 2 stocks to 1. CrossFitJesus is down a little bit.
Ooh, yeah. It's so hard. I think he's trying to outplay the shield a little bit too hard. Like he's going for the waveline grab, and it worked once, but we've also seen him get outplayed a couple times where n3z just shield drop up airs as you go for it, and it's just like it's kind of tough to beat Yoshi. And I think the easier way to fight Yoshi is to kind of get out of Yoshi's threat ranges, because a lot of times Yoshi's like very limited in where they can attack. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh my god, the charge forward smash barely doesn't hit.
Yeah, one other thing I want to talk about really quickly here. You know, CrossFitJesus is definitely looking for a lot of grabs as like his main opening for the game plan. And Yoshi's odd in that during the parry time, the shield, it can't be grabbed either.
Yeah.
So like that's like really awkward, especially for a character who and that's gonna do it. Yeah.
Dang, the armor at 60% just leads to a straight kill. Gotta be really careful. Oh man, this matchup's so tough. You got to be so careful about what you hit Yoshi with at all times. It's kind of like we all have this intuition already built into Melee. We're like, all right, you can't hit grounded characters at low percents with moves that can be CC'd. And like we've learned that now, right? All of us. All players of Melee know this now. All of us, we never get CC'd anymore, right? right?
Mhm.
That's the thing we know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
took us years to build up. CC started to become prevalent in like 2013 to 2015, and that's
Mhm.
when it like we all were like, all right, you just can't nair before 40. That's not a thing we get to do anymore. And it like took us a while to get there. Yoshi has like 4 more of those rules, right?
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
it's like, and we don't really have the intuition built up for it because Yoshi's just like, all right, you can't hit me with nair below 80% in the air when I have a double jump. And you're like, what? Like, I don't, what does your double jump even look like? When do you double jump? Screw you, you know? Like, so.
Oh man. So yeah, I completely agree with you on how this match. CrossFitJesus seems like he feels like he has a pretty good read on n3z's options, and so he's just trying to beat him. Which, yeah, right. Like I know what he's gonna do. I'll beat it. Except that some of these things that n3z are doing are like kind of unbeatable. You sort of
Yeah.
are supposed to just beat them out, and
Mhm.
we're just not seeing CrossFitJesus show the patience that I think he kind of needs right now. So
Yep.
hopefully we'll see him short up a little bit. We did see there were a couple times where CrossFitJesus sort of just waited, and n3z did eventually like bite and like go for like a shield drop
Mhm.
approach or whatever. And it felt like in those situations, CrossFitJesus had like a good advantage, right? Like he
Yeah.
was able to find those like whiffed aerial grabs and stuff. So I'd like to see more of that out of him and less of the challenging the shield on platform kind of
Yep.
stuff.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yoshi definitely less scary offensively than, uh, I don't know, Yoshi's gendered than he is defensively. But if you try to like attack into Yoshi, you've got to deal with CC, parry, double jump armor, and shield drops with no shield stun. And if you try to deal with Yoshi's offense, you just have to deal with like nair and forward air. Like it's kind of it, right? Like so, yeah, like spacing around Yoshi is a lot easier than like trying to figure out how to attack.
Okay,
These
so we go
eggs
to
are another
FD.
thing.
I really like the choice to go to FD here. I think that the shielding on platforms was like, I don't know, 70% of why
Yeah,
n3z
yeah.
won the last game. So
Oh,
get rid of those platforms.
this is what Yoshi gets in return: a better punish game and a better juggle game. So, at least juggle for sure. The punish game, I think, in this matchup is probably still pretty even. I know, like in space, you actually just get full 0 to death, but oh, gets to cross up. Yeah, Yoshi can armor through. Oh, so sick.
Okay. I mean, I
But
guess that's
down
one
B.
way to kill. What? That was insane. Like that was so weird.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted the strong hit it down B for sure, right? He was reading, or I mean, reacting to the slow get up and was like, down B will kill here. And then he misses it, but the little star pushes him off and then he steals the ledge.
All right. CrossFitJesus is able to get through the eggs and get the kill. 3 stocks apiece. Oh, but the invincibility, he gets something started, catches the roll with the down smash. Here we go. n3z kind of popping off here.
Yep.
Oh, he gets caught by the poof. Can CrossFitJesus respond? Oh, he sort of doesn't get too much out of it.
n3z has to be careful with these like double jump nairs that he's doing. If you double jump for a little bit too long, like if you double jump nair immediately, Yoshi immediately falls down to the ground and it's doesn't get to do the double jump smash, right? What I was gonna say is if you double jump for a little bit too long and then nair, Yoshi is still gonna be going up when he nairs for a little bit and then falling down, which makes the nair very unsafe on shield and on CC. CrossFitJesus has seemed not super ready to like CC grab it or something. Like we even saw CC roll earlier at like low percents. But that is a big like weakness of Yoshi, where it's like if you do these types of nairs, we just saw another one, kind of like a rising nair falling. Those are actually just pretty unsafe, especially to CC. So he does game plan for the eggs. He does get there and punish the ledge dash.
Nice. And he's able to find the back air. That double jump was really far off stage, so not too many options.
Yep. Forward air. Ooh, forward air spot dodge.
He waits out the spot dodge.
Nice.
That was really nice by CrossFitJesus. He should still have a jump, or maybe he didn't with the way he went for that egg.
Right. Just
gets the
armors
back
his
air.
way through the back air. Oh, great combo.
Oh, how did he get his jump back?
Yeah, he just barely landed at the end there. Does this lead to a kill? Slap. This should be far enough. Yep. Has to up B. Dodges the egg too. The optimal kill.
All right, so 2 stocks to 1. CrossFitJesus all of a sudden claims a big juggle. Oh, he could have gotten so much off of that. After
yeah, Yoshi had no jump there. That could have been so brutal.
Oh, Yoshi just CC tanks through everything.
Yep.
Good.
And it's funny too because like you're so worried about the double jump armor, and then Yoshi does regular CC, and you're like, oh yeah, Yoshi just has that too. The option that everyone else has, you know?
Yeah, and Yoshi CC is just really good.
Yeah, Yoshi's very heavy. Oh,
Gets
just
the
barely
egg.
doesn't get there. The double down B to come down.
All right,
have
so now
ourselves-
we're at a last stock situation. We have seen Nez just rack up crazy amounts of percent off
Yup.
one hit, so he's not far from bringing this back.
Yeah, looking for a forward air or a down tilt are going to be the main openings he gets. Otherwise, he wants like a 2 or 3 up airs in a row or something. So.
Or he
just
is already
eggs.
at 110%.
He's also down to just hit 6 eggs. You know, that's another way to get past the low percent. Oh, he does parry the grab like we mentioned before. So he does get to kind of armor right through. Doesn't get grabbed at low percents. Or high percents, I guess. Oh, perfect.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
There was that nair you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but he's just racking on the damage little by little.
Oh, another nair spot dodge. This time dodging the grab.
Gets
Gets
poofed. He
poofed.
should still have a double jump.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice down B. Slow get up. CrossFitJesus was dealing with the eggs. We didn't have time to come get him.
Oh,
He gets
gets
caught by
another
this?
neutral B. He got hit last time out of this, but this time sets up the down B, falling on top of Sheik with it. Oh, such tricky recoveries.
And he finds the
Like,
back
this
air. This
might
might
be
do
it?
it. No.
More eggs?
CrossFitJesus was waiting for
Nice.
the air dodge, but it never came. He just grabbed ledge.
Yeah, dang, that was crazy. That was such a close ending. Like,
Yeah.
CrossFitJesus has such a lead going into the last stock, but Nez racked up enough damage to stay up to kill percent. So he really was one down smash away from taking that game. So, but he does get FD out of the way. So I feel like to a certain extent, this is like kind of we've had this story with other matchups where a certain counter pick feels like it changes the dynamic of the matchup a lot, and that's definitely one of them. So Yoshi can play it, but has to play differently than every other stage, right? So.
Yeah, and you did say Nez, really change up his approach, right? He went for the stall on the ledge a lot with the eggs, and he played around the fact that he didn't have platforms to move to. Honestly, I think if you're Nez in this situation, you're feeling pretty good, barely losing on such a tough counter pick, knowing that you don't have to deal with a stage that tricky again.
Yep, exactly. And this is probably the most brutal counter pick the other way. Yoshi's angles of attacks are even better on this stage. Gets to kill really early and stuff too, so...
Okay, nair down smash, pretty nice.
Yep.
He gets the F tilt. CrossFitJesus has kind of built up a small lead here. Catches the up tilt on the way down on the fair.
Yeah.
That's also nice. But see, again, he's challenging the top plat shield.
Yeah.
And he just gets punished like crazy.
It's funny because he had such good patience the first time. He waited, and then he up-tilted Nez's approach, and it looked so good. And then, like, half a second later, he jumps up and attacks the platform and gets punished for it. And he's like, man, I waited so long, and now like I still get punished for it. So I do think that Yoshi forces you to wait a lot, and you just have to, like, have a lot of patience to like, stick to a game plan versus this character, because she kind of preys on, like, a lot of the fact that she has 4 unique defensive options, you know?
Yeah, and Yoshi doesn't have, like...
Look at this!
Yeah, see, like, why would you go to Fountain if you can just that on Yoshi?
I'm sure Yoshi was struck.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Okay, good response on the fair. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like since Yoshi, like, his angles of attacks are, like, so, I don't know, prescribed, I guess. Like, he can only attack... it feels like he sort of has to use those defensive options and sort of wait things out a lot and test your patience. Otherwise, it's sort of doomed for him.
I think if you, like, pause on a lot of the places where Yoshi can attack from a platform, you can just go to a spot that Yoshi can't reach. Like, from the top platform, Yoshi kind of has to go back towards center to attack. But the thing is, Yoshi tricks you by going from the top platform, and then you think that they're about to attack from there to center, but actually they just switch to the side platform. And then if you pause there, there's another different safe spot to stand to, like, not be in the way, right? So I think you can kind of avoid a lot of Yoshi's offense most of the time, but the tricky part about it is that Yoshi's switching that up really fast repeatedly. It's like side top, side top, side top, attack, you know? And then you're like, oh shit, I wasn't even ready for that. And sometimes they fake it and just go from top to top, like they waveland off and then double jump back onto the top platform and then they attack. So they're kind of like constantly, like, it's kind of like a vertical dash dance of just like, where am I going? Am I attacking or am I not attacking? Am I attacking? I am attacking, right? So
yeah, so there we saw the up B stall from Yoshi for quite a while, and CrossFitJesus seems to be having actually a much harder time getting through it now that there's platforms.
Nez is actually like twice as fast on this stage as he was last game. Like he's so fast right now.
Again, we see an opening off of the up air to the top platform, getting shield dropped.
Yep.
Nez gets kind of caught on the ground level there, and CrossFitJesus gets an opening, but it still looks pretty tough.
Yeah, at this point, Nez is just looking for straight hits. Like he has enough of a lead to where every nair trade or soft nair or back air, like 2 hits of back air, is like really good. Every egg is huge. Oh, that's 3 eggs back to back from 50 to 72 real quick. Oh, back air nair, really clean. Nez is just way too fast right now. This is the aptly named Yoshi story. Oh,
Nez able to find the dash attack into the up Bs.
Oh my god, nice. The ledge dash, instant double jump cancel in air, and then able to cover the opposite attack with the down smash. Good awareness and readiness to be able to punish that. So yeah, that was, I think, a brutal counter pick, but I do think this stage is considerably worse for Sheik than like the bigger tri-platform stages, for example, like Battlefield or Dreamland. However, I'm not sure that like that there's like an obvious answer that makes those stages that much easier to play. Like it will be not as oppressive, but it's still going to be the same game plan of Yoshi flying around those platforms, and you got to be ready for it. So yeah,
that speed boost we saw is going to still be there. I want to see CrossFit for sure. Like in my mind, there's
you cut out a bit. What were you saying there?
In my mind, I feel like CrossFit has to go to the stadium here. I feel like taking the top platform away is so critical to having a chance against Nez right now.
Right. Yep. So yeah, I think Stadium is probably the best bet. Alternatively, he can go to Dreamland. I think Dreamland, like there is a top platform, but the stage is so big that like it's much more obvious how to like not stand in the way of the top platform double jump forward airs and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, it is Stadium that we see. Nice. I also think for Dreamland to work, you got to be like comfortable killing Yoshi.
yeah, exactly. I will. One of the other things I wanted to note is on FD, CrossFitJesus got like 4 or 5 reversals with up B double poofs, and then on Yoshi's he didn't get hit by. Nez wasn't hit by a single one, so that's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, we can see Yoshi being so much less threatening on the side platform now. Like Yoshi's on the side platform, and CrossFitJesus can just be out of range. Oh, but he still goes for that waveline grab. Big call out. Doesn't quite get it though this time. At least doesn't get reversal. And the eggs. This is something that everybody at some point in their career will have to go into 20XX and lab. And it's just, it doesn't happen until you lose a set to a Yoshi, and you're like, all right, I'll go see that my dash attack can clank with it, and then I can fall off back here or something. Like, there's always like a weird answer that every character has to it or something. And I'm not sure. Like, CrossFitJesus seems pretty adept at like dodging them, like shielding them and back airing them and stuff, but has not yet killed. Oh, well, you can just needle apparently as Yoshi. All right, that does it. Nice.
Seems like a pretty clean answer.
Yeah, seriously.
Do that more.
Oh, that forward air. Down tilt on shield is really annoying for Sheik. As long as it's either on the tilts, he can't get the
Hey, it kept him safe. I think it makes sense for CrossFitJesus to go for something like that.
Yeah, I think it actually was scary for Yoshi too, because Yoshi can't jump out of shield. Like Yoshi has to shield drop, so he ends up having to shield drop, instant double jump, waveland away or something. So Yoshi just had to bail. Like Yoshi couldn't fight there. So I actually much prefer that. Ooh, another parry on a grab, very clean. But yeah, I much prefer that type of approach versus Yoshi on a platform, like spamming moves below Yoshi, over trying to do a direct call out and like either hitting the shield or trying to go for a grab on the shield. It's like both of those seem so high risk to me. Oh my god, that reverse nair just wins?
Yeah, that was a little bit ridiculous.
Oh, armor's right through that.
Eats the nair.
Yeah. Yep. 120%. Aerial crowd
gets
cancel.
The waveline grab, and he does get the kill for it. So there, the call out ends up working out.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like CrossFitJesus has a pretty good read on Nez's movement, but that Nez is just fast enough that if you're just off by a couple frames, you still lose. Yep. So it's just a question of whether that risk reward is worth it for him. Or
you gotta ask yourself, like, how specific is your read? Like, do you know he's going to platform, or do you know exactly when he's going to platform, with what, and what he's doing after, right? Like, sometimes it's like, even if you know he's going to platform, you actually don't know enough to get a punch on it. So.
Okay, big combo here by CrossFitJesus, but Nez able to find his way out and then get a shield drop up air. Oh, reversals on reversals.
Yeah, they reverse each other back and forth. A lot of these combos are just both of them rack up 50% and then they keep playing the game. Oh, really scary to egg stall there against the needles. Yup. So Sheik immediately got to the right spot to spam needles. Yoshi can armor through needles forever, like at any percent. So if you get too comfortable just spamming them, Yoshi can just armor through them all the way to you and then there. So you want a needle when they egg, but you want to like bait them into egging first, right? Because otherwise they're just gonna armor through it and run at you. Nice down smash.
Nez put on so much pressure with the eggs in the corner that he knew CrossFitJesus sort of had to roll.
Yep.
And just made it super awkward for him.
I wonder if Nez thought that was going to kill. He went for the up tilt up air, and it just barely didn't kill. And then he kind of had a tricky edge guard to close it out. So now Sheik is living kind of on borrowed time at 160%. Nez has a really hard time covering the stall. He does eventually take the ledge a little bit too late.
All right.
Goes up there. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like CrossFitJesus finally playing a little bit more patient.
Yeah.
It feels like he's just much more comfortable waiting under the side platform than he is under the top platform. That's big.
Yep.
But there again, he goes for the shield drop punish,
Yep.
and he ends up eating the up air instead. One stock apiece.
Yeah. I just want to see more spamming up tilt. Just walk up and up tilt. Up tilt, up tilt, up tilt. It's so good.
Okay, he gets the crouch cancel on the down tilt. Finds the back air to break the armor.
No jump.
Very nice. Yeah.
And that brings us to a game 5, right? I think. Is that where we're at?
Yeah, game 5. We are going to see, a platform stage, a top